Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you a really easy force that anyone can perform.
Do you want me to?
Okay, so this is a relatively easy force. Almost anyone can perform. I guarantee that a person who has just started Magic can perform as long as they know what a mechanic's grip is, okay? Honestly, if they know how to shuffle and they know how to hold a deck of cards properly, honestly, anyone can perform this force, okay? So this is what the force looks like. I have a deck of cards in my hand. Actually, I'm just going to slide it down like this. And I'm just going to go like this. Okay, I'm going to shove the cards towards me like this one by one. And whenever you feel like, you can tell me to stop. And let's say you said stop on this card right here. Let's see which card you stopped on. And since this is a force, I know that the card that I flip to will be the Ace of Spades. And there we go. That's what the force pretty much looks like, okay? So by using this force, you can do, honestly, any kind of tricks. You can do a mentalist effect, and if you have like a duplicate, you can even get this card to be signed, or you can honestly do anything after doing a force, okay? So their possibilities are like you can do anything, okay? So what I love about this force is that it's really unique. Not a lot of magicians perform this, even though they know how to use this force. I think because not that many people uses this, and it's a different kind of force, I think it will make it more powerful. And this is such a simple force that you'll love it. Okay, so the idea is that when I say I'm going to slide some cards out like this, I'm actually sliding the bottom card towards me. So I'm actually sliding all the cards between the bottom card and the top card like this. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to force the very bottom card. So I'll go into more depth now. So you're going to hold it in a mechanic's grip. And the idea is that you're going to somehow look at the very bottom card. Honestly, you can just do one of this flip like this. That was pretty poor, but you can do a flip like that and take a look at the very bottom card really quick. And if you want, you can just do that really quick. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. Or you can actually take a sneak peek at the very top card, which is a seven of diamonds, and bring it to the very bottom like so. Okay, whatever you want, you can do whatever you want, and as long as you know what the very bottom card is, you should be good to go. From here, you're going to hold it in a mechanic's grip, but you're going to hold it a bit like this at the start to start with, because you need an excuse to slide some cards out like this. And the way I do it is I'm going to hold the deck quite lightly, and if you have an old deck of cards, it's not going to work. You kind of want to air the cards out so that they're almost frictionless, okay? So you're going to hold it like this, thumb at the very top, and all you're going to do is if you release some pressure, you're going to notice that the cards between the very bottom card and the very top card is going to they're just going to slide down like this, okay? Notice how all the cards are sliding down, and if I shake it a bit more, see, the two cards left are the Ace of Spades and the Seven of Diamonds at the very top, like this, and all the cards between kind of have slid out like that. So that's the idea. You're going to hold it like this and slide all the cards between like that. Quite simple actually. And then you're going to stop the sliding by using your index finger. If you don't do that, all the cards are going to just fall out. So make sure that you have your index finger protruding like this so that all the cards are going to be stopped. So from here, you're going to simply tell them to stop whenever they want, and you're just going to use your index finger to go one by one like this. And then you're going to just say the card that you've stopped to is going to be your card. And you're just going to do this, and then you're just going to grab the very part of the deck that's the closest to you, and in the process you're going to grab onto the very bottom card as at the same time. So you're going to grab the top and the bottom like this, sliding all the cards between like that, okay? And then you're going to put it down on the table or any kind of surface, or you can hold on to it like this. And from here you can say you could have stopped on this card if you wanted to, but you actually stopped on this card, and you're just going to say which is the ace of spades, right? So that's a relatively really easy force that you can do anywhere at any time. It's pretty basic, but there are some applications that you could do. What I usually do is, because this is such a basic force, I do a really easy trick. After I slide the cards out like this and force the ace of spades, for an example. So let's say they said stop right here, and then you show them the card really quick, which is the ace of spades, of course, and you're only going to put the cards down like this, and then you can tell them to shuffle how much they want, okay? And then if they want, they can give the deck a cut or so, like that. And all you're going to do is actually really simple. You're just going to deal the cards out like this and pretend to look at their face, but all you're going to look for is the forced card, which is the ace of spades. Once you see it, maybe deal a few more cards out like that, and you're going to say, oh, I think I just felt something, and then you're going to get rid of all these cards and say, I think you just saw your card. And be like, you took a really quick breath, or you could be like, you blinked twice. You could say anything like that, and you could say your eyelashes twitched or something like that, okay? Or there was a sudden movement in your body, or whatever you want. So you can do that and just make up a lot of stuff and go on again. So you're going to say, all right, and you're just going to spread all the cards out like this. And then from here, actually the lighting is really bad, so there we go. From here, you're going to simply say, so I can tell that these are not your cards, these are not your cards, these are not your cards, these are not your cards. So one of these 5 cards are actually your card. And then you're just going to bullshit your way through until you stop at the ace of spades, making it seem like you actually stopped or found the ace of spades, which is their chosen card. So that's the tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.